Your perception of me is a reflection of yourself. God, I love that line so much, man. Truly is one of the greatest lines of all time. Thing is, man, this is, you try to just do better in life, right? You want to become a better person. You've taken responsibility for your fuck ups. You admit and you own up to your mistakes, and you work every day just to become better. Try to build back, you know, broken relationships, and try to build new relationships, or whatever it is that you're doing, right? Just working on yourself every day and becoming the best version of yourself. But with all that, man, you just still get a lot of haters, man. And a lot of haters for no reason. You know, sometimes I'll do videos and people that watch them may get triggered by something I say. And then they get pissed off, right? The thing is, right, I used to get triggered too by things. But if you get triggered by somebody else, if somebody else can make you mad or angry or upset or whatever, they now have control of you. Small control, but they do have control of you. Never give your power away to another person. Never let another person make you feel a certain way, man. Because, you know, it all comes from within inside yourself. Like, this is the thing. This is what I'm trying to get out to people. This is the stuff that I've learned, that I had to accept, that I've always been, so easy to point the finger and blame the other person. Oh, this is his fault, or this is her fault, or whatever, or they shouldn't have said this, or you made me feel this way, or I didn't make you do anything or feel any way. You feel it yourself, inside yourself, by your reaction, by your triggers to what another person says, man. And this is the thing, right? Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I mean, that's the way it is, right? And everybody's got their belief system, and everybody's got their way of seeing life. And your belief system may not match their belief system, and that's what makes us different, right? Other than that, we're all the fucking same. Now, the thing is, I've always came on here and, with the red pill knowledge and going deep down the rabbit hole, have a tendency to shatter people's belief systems. And this is why a lot of people don't like me, right? Because I tell them the truth. I tell them as it is. They want to live in their blissful ignorance, and they want to just go into their day-to-day job and do what they're told and obey and, whatever it is, right? Do as you're told. And get stuck in the matrix forever, in the rat race, and whatever the case may be, right? This is by design. And people, like I said, they're so... they got such a grasp on that belief system that if anybody tries to tell them different, then they just get pissed off at the person, right? And it has nothing to do with anything. This is the thing, man. I used to get upset as well when people would, ignore me, or I'm trying to reach out to a certain person and they just don't want to respond, or whatever it is, or they play little games, or just stupid fucking shit, right? Just to try to get underneath your skin. And it truly doesn't even bother me anymore. Excuse me. It doesn't bother me anymore, because I got better things to do than worry about what other people are thinking about me, man. This is the thing. And when I started this YouTube channel, this was a big thing for me, because I live in a small town, and I guess there was a numerous amount of people that were watching my videos. And at that point in my life, I was in really, really rough shape. I was in a total negative, shame, lower frequency, guilt, whatever it was, right? All the lower fucking, all the lower emotions, right? Anger, all that shit, right? And this is what I was projecting out. This is the kind of videos I was doing. Yeah, it resonated with a lot of people on the MGTOW platform, and people, would give me good feedback and whatever the case may be. But now it's like I've done the work. I've done the inner work. I've elevated past all that shit, and I no longer choose to go back to that way of being. And this is the thing, man. It doesn't matter what you do in your life. It doesn't matter if you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, right? You've heard that expression before. It doesn't matter. People are gonna fucking hate on you regardless, man, of what you do. So you're not gonna make everybody happy. I mean, your closest people in your life, you'd want to try to have a solid relationship with, but whatever they're going through in their life and whatever shit they're holding on to from the past or whatever it is, man, like some people never forget, some people never forgive, some people just keep holding on to shit for the rest of their lives. And it doesn't matter, you could become the fucking greatest person in the world, you become the friggin' Pope of fucking England. I don't know if that doesn't even make sense, but whatever I'm trying to say, right? You can become the greatest version of yourself, and people will just still find fucking holes in your story, and they can go back 10, 20 years and say, well, I remember fucking when he used to do this and what I, yeah. People change, man. People fucking change. Some people do anyway, or some people stay the same. And I've seen people stay the same forever and ever and ever. You see somebody 25 years ago, you lose contact with them, you go see them, 20, 25 years later, and they're still the exact same person. No personal development, no personal growth. Maybe they make a little bit extra in their job that they've been at for the past 25, 30 years. Whatever the case may be, right? That's the only change in their life. Still got the same vices, still got the same attitude, still acts the same fucking way. And this is it, man. I mean, to each their own, right? That's the way I look at it, man. And I'm not out to try to fucking break relationships, or I'm not out to try to beg people to be part of my life. I'm not out to do any of that stuff, man. The way I look at it is, if I give you my energy, if I send a message out to you, whatever the case may be, you don't want to respond to me, or it takes you fucking 2 or 3 months to respond, you're done, bud. You're done. You're deleted. That's it. That level of respect, or disrespect, I should say, is beyond my fucking threshold, and I won't put up with it for the sake of something. It takes like 30 seconds. It takes like 5 seconds to reply to somebody, theoretically. But that's the world we live in, man. And that's it. The right people will come into your life when you're at a certain state of mind, a certain elevation. The people who are at these lower frequencies, these people that were draining of your energy, these people who were trying to do secretly fuck with your life behind your back, whatever it is, right? Because they were envious of you or jealous of you or whatever the fucking, maybe they seen potential in you that you never seen, whatever it is, right? And they want to just fucking talk about you, put you down, whatever it is. I have no time for any of that fucking bullshit anymore. None. I elevated past that, and to the point where they just kind of just drop off out of your life, man. And whatever problems they're going through is their own karma that they've accumulated over years, maybe because of their attitude or their perception on life, whatever it is, man. And then they just wanna blame everybody else, and instead of taking responsibility for your fucking inner world and what you're projecting out to the world, and getting mad at the illusion or the reflection you're getting back. It's easier just to point at someone else and say, well, that's his fault or her fault or whatever it is. So much easier like that, right? Just, you don't have to take responsibility for it anymore. Hey, man, I don't know what step it is in growth and potential, but if you can't take responsibility for your fucking own actions, if you can't take responsibility for your emotions, if you can't take responsibility for the way you feel, you'll never amount to fucking anything in this life, man. And that's just at the bottom of the fucking barrel, man. That's just the start of it to anybody who's trying to elevate and become successful in this life. So with that being said, thanks for tuning in. Take it easy.